size and strength at the point guard spot. And once he gets a step on the guy, it's hard to push him off his line.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Garnett outside. Back to Williams. Now the dish to Lopez. And Davis sends it back. Johnson against Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. And Williams with one of the better post-up games among point guards thanks to his strength.
Yeah, shows that veteran savvy. You know, he can hit you with the fadeaway or get you up in the air and work himself to the foul line. So, you know, this guy's a handful anywhere on the court.
Here is Rose after Joe Johnson's score. Derrick Rose again from deep. Rose has got 11 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense. He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Got that bucket in no time at all. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night. Nets trail by 8. Williams passes to Lopez. Here's Bogdanovich. Williams inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, Deron Williams has dealt with ankle issues that have held him back a notch from the level we saw in Utah. When he's right, I think he's still one of the best point guards in the game.
And Williams so tough to handle because Clarkie can pass and shoot and drive.
Yeah, and he has that killer crossover too, Kevin. He can put a lot of pressure on you defensively.
And both free throws good for Williams.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens of the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
Plumlee is checked in for Brooklyn.
Mason Plumlee.
Here's Williams. Feeds it to Lopez. Baseline jumper. That drops. Lopez has got 6. And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with a 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I.
Here's Rose. Following the basket by Brook Lopez. Lopez with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. No good with the elbow jumper.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
And here is Williams, following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose. Lopez up top. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Bogdanovich. A 3-ball. Rebound by Olynyk.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Davis setting the pick for Rose. From downtown. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lopez, a screen on LeBron. And Bogdanovich kicks to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Joe Johnson. How his season went last year. He put up about 15 points a game, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
First one falls for him. Well, it looks like the Nets got a steal, taking Mason Plumlee with the 22nd pick in last year's draft.
Yeah, you know, he's listed as 6'11", but over 7 feet tall in shoes. I don't even know why they measure these guys without their shoes on. You're not playing barefoot. You're playing the game in your shoes. So that should be what you get measured at. I mean, every time he gets the ball close to the rim, he's looking to throw it down. I mean, I love his athleticism and the fact that he has a don't settle mindset. He's hungry, he's aggressive, and he plays with really nice force for a young guy.
And I would agree.
Now here's LeBron. He has 7, fires for 3, and again Boston with the triple.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
And here is Jack after LeBron James hitting the 3. Johnson, a wide open look, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
James with it. Now Kirilenko defending. Nice shot by James.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Nets trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Nails the wide open jump shot. Johnson's got 8 points.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Outside Bradley. He kicks to Smart. Fires the 3. And again, it's LeBron with the 3.
For 3.
16 points for him.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they're throwing at them, they've not been able to take that shot away.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA great, Steve. He went with Larry. He went with Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the Big O. You know, the big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he'd better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
Here's Rose after Joe Johnson scored. And that one's good. And that's 19 points for Derrick Rose.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
There's a good screen. It's stolen by Rose. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Davis dishes to LeBron. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. 18 points for LeBron. Nets trail by 20. And Jack kicks to Plumlee. Johnson against Westbrook. Really left alone that time. Johnson's got 12.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Celtics leading by 18. James outside. And another basket for Boston.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And they've been on fire offensively as a result, Clark.
Jack with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. His three-pointers off the mark.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
Andre Kirilenko, a terrific player over his 12-year career, an all-star in 2004, first-team all-defense in 2006, and he's still going strong.
And Kirilenko, A good defender, as we know, good ball handling, good passer. Not a really consistent outside shooter throughout his career, though.
Yeah, but he's one of the best in the league at moving without the ball, so he gets some easy opportunities that way. He's always diving to the basket at the right time, and again, that points to not only skill, but also IQ.
Here's Jack following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Plumlee, the pass to Karolinko. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 14 points for Johnson.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
LeBron kicks to Rose. Puts up a three. Can't get it to go. From half court, cannot hit.
Next Friday night, November 7th, White House.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Derrick Rose is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Davis. And it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
And now in transition is Jack. Here we go. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jack's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
That's the way you creep back into a game. Get those key stops, push it down the floor with your transition game.
Good.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Nets trail by 17. Outside Williams. Passes to Jack. From the line. That one wide left. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Derrick Rose has become increasingly deadly with his floater. He developed it earlier on at the park. Rose said, when we used to play in the park, there were no fouls. So that's why I shoot the crazy shots I do. Because I knew I was going to get fouled, but I still got to make the shot. His blacktop creativity is paying off, gentlemen.
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. And that one goes long.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And the wide open shot from Rose. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow him down.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
It appears as though the Nets have basically committed to winning now with the way they've handled contracts and trades, and as good as they are, you do have to wonder about their future.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Garnett's checked in. Here's Williams. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Westbrook dishes to Olynyk. Shoots. Westbrook, no good.
With the Nets, as you said, a lot of older players on the roster, and they've had to surrender a lot of picks to get the talent they do have here. Wonder if that may come back to bite them.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Westbrook. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Well, for the Nets, Clark, the lack of draft picks most certainly will hamper them at some point. But if they are able to come out of the East and make big noise until then, people I don't think are going to mind.
No, I agree with you there. I mean, it's going to be interesting. They do have the finances despite not having the draft picks, so perhaps they can land a couple of good free agents.
Yeah, what a hustle.